without further ado, you know him from, I don't know, everything you've ever watched and seen.
Yeah.
Anytime you laughed in the last month, that's what you know him from?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yep.
Ladies and germs. Haven't said that in a while.
That is so funny. Rana, that was really, really funny. Very cute. I liked it.
You know, it always does make me laugh, germs, to call people germs.
Because it just is so lame.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Who's with us today, Brian?
Jason Mantzoukas.
Guys, I am thrilled to be here.
At long last.
Rana, it is the kind of thing to say, to call people germs in this time of COVID.
It's a compliment. Look how successful the coronavirus has been in the last year.
I guess you're comparing people. Yes, you're saying that you are one of the things that is at the top of mind. You're on everybody's lips, germs.
Yeah,
I know you, but I know you're very sensitive about COVID, and that you're both a defender and an attacker of COVID at the same time.
Yes, I'm defending.
You're on both sides of the issue.
Well, you can't buy press like that. That's for sure.
You really can't. You need to, you have to try and understand COVID on its own terms. So you have to try and get to know it and try and beat it and destroy it.
Well, that is true. You do have to understand COVID on its own terms. And that, I think, has been a big part of the problem in the last year.
It's
that
like
everybody tries to
Mayweather had to
put it in a box.
understand Logan Paul.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? And then Logan Paul had to understand Mayweather. It's
Did
like
you watch that?
Of course.
I didn't.
Rana, am I me? No, I didn't.
Did you really watch it?
I did not watch it.
Brian, I really was like, oh, whoa. If Brian watched this, then way more people than I thought watched.
I did not watch it, but I know that they got I think Mayweather got $100 million.
Yeah.
And Lamar Odom and Aaron Carter are next up. I know all about these matches, but I could not be less interested.
Well, if Lamar Odom and Aaron Carter make $1 million together, it'll be a miracle.
I hope they do.
But Floyd Mayweather, this was a bummer for me, because Floyd Mayweather, whatever you want to say about him as a showman and as a person and as
I don't know
this
one
and
thing
that,
about him.
He's an incredible boxer.
Yeah.
Incredible. He is an absolute artist. No one is in the same class as him. And I've seen him in person with Mr. Cleveland several times in Las Vegas. We'll go to fight night, which I'm not really interested in. But when you see someone at the top of their top of anything that they do, it is fascinating to watch. And for him, I can't understand the gambling debts or the ex-wives or whatever it is why he would step in the ring with Logan Paul. And people are saying pretty much that it was a fix, of course, because it was an exhibition match. It wasn't a real match.
And it was like nobody was declared a winner. It was just kind of
that was what people were upset about. The idea that Floyd Mayweather didn't win something against a YouTube guy who then posed with a Pokemon card on a necklace around his neck after the fight.
Is that what he bought with the $30 million?
It was $1 million Pokemon card.
Whoa.
That's what we're dealing with. Anyway, that's not what this show is about.
I don't even understand any of that. If that's
it's an
the world,
aesthetic you are not familiar with, my dear.
If that's
I can tell you.
We're living in, Rana, where we're at the end of fights, the champion crowns themselves with a Pokemon card around the neck. Then I'm like, then I officially am like, I don't know what we're here for.
How many NFTs do you own, Jason?
Yeah.
Okay. I've watched 3 separate YouTube videos.
Then you have to know more than I do.
Trying to explain what an NFT is to me, and I still have barely a perception of what it is. Like I really 3 full 11-minute videos, that are like,
it's very confusing to me, because at the end of it, I always say, well then, but why do I want it? Yes. And then the answer is always, why does anybody want anything?
Because you can just have it. And I guess that's enough.
But
I don't know.
But everyone can still have it the way they had it before.
Right.
The only thing you have is the file.
Yeah.
And I guess for me, I'm like, is it really do people now, is ownership not limited anymore to things that are tactile?
Right.
Correct. Yes, that is the key to all of it.
That
why
seems
is that
very
a thing?
strange?
Very strange.
And I saw an article yesterday that Anthony Weiner is going to sell off his.
Oh, I hope someone buys it.
All of his crotch shots as an NFT, and I was like,
"You have got to be kidding me!"
Oh, I hope someone buys them. I really do, because I think that
why
he needs to win, Anthony Weiner.
I have to say the documentary
needs a win.
was really upsetting.
I'll never
yeah.
ever get over him upstairs at that McDonald's trying to sneak out the back door through the McDonald's on the other side. In my life, I'll never get over it.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest 4 minutes of footage I've ever seen in my life is him trying to decide what he was going to do. And the answer was sneak out of the McDonald's next door, and he still got busted.
So cool.
Oh, God.
So cool.